Hello and welcome everybody to another Vintage Cube draft video. This is a 4-on-4 team draft and we have quite the squad here. I am teamed with Sam Rolfe, Eco Baronin, and D-Stern, old school Magic player. And we are going up against Twinless Twin, Sandy Dog again, Alpha Frog Gavin, and Juju Bean. So very, very stacked draft and no power for us. So a little bit sad here. And this pack is just in general very, very weak. And so I think I'm going to take a Scalding Tarn out of this pack. Fetch lands are always great. And I think it's just the best card to take here. Other cards to consider might be Ulamog if you're trying to do the sneak thing. There's Woodfall Primus if you have Flash. There's Fractured Identity, which is a pretty decent card. It's a little bit on the slow end, but it's certainly a fine win condition. But I'm just going to start the draft with the Scalding Tarn and see where the picks go. Maybe. Oh, well, that's nice. Lucky Alpha Frog is all I'm going to say, because Alpha Frog took something better than Mox Emerald out of this pack. I mean, what a pack. He passed us a Mox Emerald. We're going to be passing a Mind Twist and probably a Misty Rainforest over to Juju Bean. I think Julian's probably going to take the Mind Twist out of this pack, but certainly could also take the Misty Rainforest. We are, of course, slamming the second pick Mox. And then I have to notify my teammates that Gavin is a giant Luxac and would likely have taken something like an Ancestral, a Time Walk, maybe a better Mox, a Soul Ring, something along those lines. But we're also, I guess, lucky because we just got past a Mox Emerald, so I guess I can't really complain all that much. Okay. What do we have in this pack? Ooh, this is a little bit different. I'm not used to seeing Nexus of Fate, but for me, I am considering Timetwister and basically just Timetwister. So you also have Force of Negation here. Court of Garenbrig is also an excellent card, and I do have Mox Emerald. So if I wanted to go down that route, I could certainly take Court of Garenbrig and try to maybe go green. But I think Timetwister is just far more fun and equally as powerful, probably more powerful. So I want to take that over the Court of Garenbrig here. Force of Negation is also a good card. And I wouldn't fault anybody for taking the Force here, actually, but I'm going to take the Timetwister here to go with the Mox, and hopefully we can just get a lot of fast mana and do some really powerful things and abuse the Timetwister in some way with some anti-draw 7 type cards, like Orcish Bowmasters, Shieldred, Hull Breacher, etc. Moving on to this pack, okay, a little back down to reality. No more power cards for us. We have Wooded Foothills and a bunch of unexciting cards. So let's just take Wooded Foothills. Next best card in this pack is maybe Karn Sign of Urza, Zealous Conscript, Adanto Vanguard. Just not a lot of exciting stuff here, but we have Scalding Tarn, Wooded Foothills, Mox Emerald. Green's going to be a pretty easy splash. Green is still not off the table. I know we did pass that Court of Garenbrig, but I think Timetwister is powerful enough to spec on and put into my deck. But now we have a pack that's overall, again, pretty weak. So I think I'm just going to take Ignoble Hierarch. I do really like mana creatures. The 1-mana ones, especially the Hierarchs and the Birds of Paradise, are fantastic. And we do have a green setup here already. And I think it's enough better than anything else here that I'm going to take it. The other cards considered might be Lauren of the Third Path, maybe a Talisman, some good, decent cards for wide aggressive strategies potentially, but I'm going to take the Ignoble Hierarch here and kind of see where the draft goes. Green might be open. And moving into this pack, we have, wow, another somewhat weak pack. Definitely need to note that the white aggressive strategy seems to be open. We are seeing a lot of these white cards, but we're very far away from being some kind of a white aggressive deck. We did also pass a Stoneforge Mystic, I think. So there's a Batterskull in this pack. But for us, what do we want? This is not all that ideal. Tough Cookie is cool if you are looking to do the artifact thing, but yeah, I don't have an Urza, I don't have an Academy, so I'm not sure that I want to take it just this early. I could just take a Fairy Mastermind. I do have a Timetwister. There's nothing really great that's in green. So I'm just going to take Mastermind over something like an Infernal Titan or a Sauron's Ransom just to have a decent thing to do turn 1 potentially with the Mox. You can go turn 1 Fairy Mastermind. And now we have not interested in Treachery. The best cards in the pack here are Badlands, which is a very nice card to get with Scalding Tarn and Wooded Foothills. Sylvan Caryatid is also fantastic if we want to continue cutting off green just to get the good green mana. And then there's also Aragorn, King of Gondor, but that's a triple colored card, and we have some green cards right now, so I think it's a little bit hard to cast. So I think what I want to do here is take Sylvan Caryatid and really set myself up nicely in terms of my mana situation with Ignoble Hierarch, Sylvan Caryatid, and kind of just see where the draft goes here. Now we have Esika's Chariot. I just love Esika's Chariot in general. There's also a Taiga in this pack, which goes well with Scalding Tarn and Wooded Foothills. But I am just a big fan of being able to just play a mana acceleration into Esika's Chariot. I just think it's a good thing to do. And I think Esika's Chariot might also just be a little bit undervalued in general. I've just been very happy with this card, especially with the ramp cards that we have. So I'm going to take it over Taiga. This one might be a little bit off because Taiga makes our mana so good. But I think we've devoted enough picks into mana where I'm not too upset taking the Chariot here as just something to ramp into. Here, it's a pretty easy Lotus Cobra. Green does seem very open for us. Lotus Cobra with 2 fetches already. Pretty happy to have that here. And the Woodfall Primus tabled, but our deck isn't really well set up to play the Woodfall Primus. And now we have a pack with Fallen Shinobi, which is a nice creature to ninjutsu in. There's a Jetmir's Garden, which we can fetch with both of our fetch lands, and that makes Scalding Tarn a 4-color land, and a Wooded Foothills also a 4-color land. So I'm actually going to take the Jetmir's Garden here. Actually, the Wooded Foothills only becomes a 3-color land. Just for the mana fixing, I think effects like Fallen Shinobi we can get. And so I'd rather just have the Triome here just to make my mana better. Ooh, and now the Court of Garenbrig tabled. So green is extremely open. I love me a Delighted Halfling, but I think Court of Garenbrig is a premier card to play if you're a base green strategy, and I'm really happy to have it in my deck. And now we have a pretty weak pack. I'm not really sure what I want to take here. I think it's all going to be kind of a spec card. I guess I'll maybe take the Reclaimer, but that's a card I'm putting into my sideboard here. And now we have Courser of Kruphix, which could be interesting. I'm not the biggest fan, but I don't think anything else belongs here. So let's take the Courser. And now there's a Tough Cookie. So, hey, if we get Academy or Gaia's Cradle, maybe we can do something there. But green does seem very open. Blue did not seem especially open. All we got was this Timetwister here. And then we also have this Fairy Mastermind. So we are currently mono green, but our mana base does allow us to delve into red or blue for the time being. But a lot of flexibility here. We have a Sylvan Caryatid, a Hierarch, and a Lotus Cobra. So really, this deck can go any direction. We just need to figure out our mana situation and just take the most powerful cards that we see. But yes, that Court of Garenbrig tabling, along with the Delighted Halfling, is a huge, huge sign that green is open, and we should definitely be green-based. I'm just unsure what my second color should be. And now we have this pack, which is quite strong. We have Animate Dead, which is just a really good card to play. I don't think it's especially good in our deck because we're mostly mono green right now, and there's not a lot of ways to put things into the graveyard. And outside of that, there's also Polluted Delta, which is great mana fixing, but I think I'm just going to take Seasoned Dungeoneer. This card is incredible. All the initiative cards are cards you want to take highly. We have Acceleration. Splashing this shouldn't be too hard. We have Scalding Tarn, Wooded Foothills to get Jetmir's Garden. So that's 3 white sources already. With the Caryatid, that's 4. And we're only in pack 2. So I'm going to take the Dungeoneer here because it looks like we're leaning towards being a little more of a proactive deck here, ramping into some big cards. So I'm going to take the Dungeoneer here. So we might actually be green-white. We'll see. And now we have a pack with Tolarian Academy, Pest Infestation, Fastbond, Othari. This pack is loaded. And a Dismember, which is just a great removal spell. Othari is certainly a card to consider on the splash. It's just a good win condition. Tolarian Academy is fantastic. We do have a Tough Cookie, a Chariot, and a Mox. We're a little bit light on the artifacts, so I don't think that's the pick for us. It does hurt to pass it, but there's so many good cards that I just need to probably focus on a card for my deck specifically. We have a Timetwister here. I'm going to take the Fastbond, and there's also a Pest Infestation because Fastbond with Draw 7s is great. Remember, there was also an Upheaval, I think, in one of the packs that I opened. It might have been the pack that I opened. So I'm going to take the Fastbond here. It has the most upside, and we have this Timetwister, and we are definitely going to be looking to go Fastbond with Timetwister. And now we have a pretty underwhelming pack here. This doesn't really feel like a frantic search deck. Kozilek would be interesting if we had something like a channel, which we don't have. I'm not a huge fan of the 2-mana accelerants. So there's Mindstone, Devoted Druid, and Sentinel of the Nameless City as potential options. Sentinel is a decent beater, so I'm okay just playing that in my deck. It's actually also not bad with Academy if we did take the Academy. I think I'm going to take the Sentinel over Mindstone and Devoted Druid. I think I'm going to get better mana creatures, so I'd rather just have the Sentinel. Not a big fan of the Metamorph here, so... This is a super underwhelming pick, though, just in general. We'll put the Courser here, something we might not play. Although with Fastbond, actually, we're probably playing the Courser, let's be real. Now we have Wasteland, which is pretty interesting with Fastbond. Because if we go Fastbond, Wasteland, and then find a Raminap Excavator or Crucible of Worlds, that's also a thing that we can do. And there's also Tireless Tracker. So those are the two considerations out of this pack. You know, as much as I like the Tracker, I think we're probably going to have enough playables. And with the Fastbond, I want to take the Wasteland just to see if we can maybe draft some kind of a land strategy. So let's take the Wasteland here and be on the lookout for Raminap Excavator or Crucible of Worlds as a way to get back the Wasteland to go with the Fastbond. Tireless Tracker, though, is a fantastic, fantastic mid-range card. Moving into this pack, we have not a whole lot for us, not interested in the Wellspring, not really the best Smuggler's Copter deck. There's a Mishra's Bauble that also doesn't do much. There's Fastbond with Simic Growth Chamber. Did we take that? We do have a Lotus Cobra, so that is a way to generate a ton of mana. There's a Bayou in this pack, and we have a Wooded Foothills. We don't have any black to splash just yet. Although I think Simic Growth Chamber is probably going to table. We could also just take a Library out of this pack. This does seem like a deck that could use Library. We have some fetches too. So yeah, let's just take the Library here. If I'm going to be green-based without a whole lot of blue, I do probably want some card draw effects, and Sylvan Library could be one of those cards. Now we're looking at pretty mediocre pack here. There's a Gristlebrand for the Reanimator strategy, but we're not interested in that. We're not really playing the black card, so are we playing something like... There's Dark Depths, which you can spec on. But for me, I think with the ramp, I'm just going to look to take something like a Gargaroth or a Kogla just to put into my deck. And I think I like the Gargaroth better just because it's cheaper. It's an excellent sideboard card at the very least. And we are playing against Sandy Dog, who's very likely to be aggressive. Now we have a pack with Natural Order. That's a really interesting one. There's nothing else for us in this pack that I'm interested in. Wow, really not getting a whole lot of lands out of this pack, by the way. But the last time I saw Juju being drafted deck, he was like a 5-color pile of awesome cards. So he might be doing something similar here. There's Line from the Loam, but I think Natural Order is super powerful and gives us outs to doing some broken things with the green-based deck that we have for the time being. Natural Order into Atraxa, or perhaps even Craterhoof Behemoth if we get enough mana creatures. Now I'm looking at probably just a Questing Beast. This doesn't look like a great Eternal Witness deck. We don't play a ton of spells, so we can I know we're trying to do some broken things, but we can also very easily be kind of just a more aggressively slanted green deck with mana creatures, and I do like Questing Beast as a threat here, so let's take the Beast. Moving on here, I'm going to take Upheaval. Rex Sage is nice just to play in your deck, but I'm going to take Upheaval because it's fantastic with Fastbond, and we also have the Timetwister, so I want to make my Fastbond as good as possible. So let's go ahead and take the Upheaval out of this pack. All right, so now we have a little bit of direction. Here we have a Crop Rotation, which I'm going to take over the Pentad Prism. If we do get the Crucible of Worlds and get, let's say, even a Strip Mine, get super lucky, we can maybe use Crop Rotation to fetch one of those lands, and then with Fastbond, replay things over and over again. So this is also kind of a spec pick. And there was a Dark Depths, but I don't think that's going to table. Here I'm going to take Devoted Druid as just a mana ramp creature. And now we have, I guess, an Indatha Triome that turns the Wooded Foothills into, I guess it just gives me another white source if I really need, but nothing else that I'm really interested in out of this pack. Oh, we'll take the Simic Growth Chamber. We're probably going to play it here too. We do have the Fastbond. Again, Fastbond plus Lotus Cobra with Growth Chamber. You bounce it a bunch of times. Every time you bounce it, you generate 1 mana for 1 life. Oh, no. 2, is it 2 life? No, it's 2 life. All right, here there's a Kogla, so another just large, giant monster to play in your deck. It's an okay natural order target. But we didn't get a ton of green creatures out of this pack. But still, I think this is still looking okay. We at least have direction. That Fastbond just unlocked some other cards so that now we have some combos. Fastbond plus Timetwister is obviously a thing. Fastbond plus Courser is also great. And then Fastbond with Upheaval. So, really want to find Fastbond, folks. I'm not sure if you could tell. Fastbond, very important to this strategy. Well, folks, we opened a Black Lotus. Can't complain. Black Lotus, and we also have a Mox. The Mox was passed to us, but we have a Black Lotus. I mean, turn 1 Season Dungeoneer is insane. Turn 1 Chariot is awesome. Lotus into time to... Look, I don't need to explain why Lotus is good. One thing to note out of this pack, there's a couple of things to note here for us. Haumph Behemoth is something that I could be keeping an eye out for because we do have natural order. It is a very nice target to get to just win the game if you have a lot of creatures. Right now, we have a lot of creatures. And then there's also Crucible of Worlds. Crucible of Worlds with Fastbond, we have 2 fetch lands in the Wasteland, is also something that could be interesting. So I think both. I think Crucible is less likely to table, but I think Haumph is a pretty big favorite to table. But let's go ahead and take Black Lotus. Ooh, that feels great. Black Lotus. Ship it. Thank you very, very much. Now, this pack has... Not really interested in the Watery Grave, I don't think. So I think for us, we're kind of just looking to be mostly mono green, splashing a little bit of blue and white. We can play red cards if we want, but nothing I'm too interested in here that's red. I think for us, it's between the Sail into the West and the Generous Ent. The Generous Ent currently gets us green, red, white, and black potentially. I think Sail is likely to table. We do have Fastbond, but I don't think I need to take this right now. And I do like Generous Ent in general. So I'm going to take that here, but that one could be wrong. That one could be wrong. Actually, no, I'm going to take Sail into the West. I want to draw 7. Now I have 2 draw 7s to go with Fastbond. Yeah, let's do that instead. That seems way more fun. Okay, now we have Green Sun Zenith, which has a target. We have a 1, 2, 3, and 4 to go get, which is pretty nice, along with Gargaroth. So I think I would like one more mana creature for this card to be really good. The other option is just taking a Restless Vinestalk, which is just a fantastic land to play in this deck. We do need some of the blue fixing. You know, I'm going to just take the Restless Vinestalk. 2, 6, 10, 15, 16. I think I'm a little bit lacking in blue fixing. So I'm going to take the Vinestalk out of this pack over the Green Sun Zenith. I also just think this is an excellent creature land. So let's just take that over the Green Sun Zenith. Let me know what you think about that one. Okay. Oh, there's a Bowmasters here. I mean, I really hate to pass this card. There is a Time Spiral with Fastbond, which is incredible. Can we just play the Bowmasters? We have Indotha Triome, Wooded Foothills, Ignoble Hierarch, Lotus Cobra Carrot. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the Bowmasters. We have 2 draw 7s already. We can easily fit this into our deck somehow and make it work. I think it's better than taking something like Time Spiral. Maybe we'll even table the Llanowar Elves. Also, you really don't want to be passing Orcish Bowmasters, so we have a 4th color now, folks. Orcish Bowmasters has entered the fray. But I kind of want black to be a light splash. I just really mostly just want to play the Bowmasters. I don't want to take all the other black cards here out of this pack. Now, this is interesting. Will we have enough force in our deck for Rofellos to be great? We have Upheaval, and we want Rofellos to work with that. I think we're going to be playing a lot of forest, and we're really mostly splashing all the other colors. So I think that's something that I want to take. Terra Sunder with the black splash might not be so great. So I think there's a lot of upside here. We have 2 draw 7s already, so I don't need to take Memory Jar anymore, I don't think. So I'm going to speculate on the Rofellos, and if I have enough green, I think this can generate a lot of mana for us to set up huge upheavals. Now we have, I see a Tundra. That's really exciting to me. There's also a Leovold. Wait a second. Leovold plus Timetwister and Sail into the West? I feel like I gotta take the Leovold here. We now have Fastbond Orcish Bowmasters and Leovold to go with our draw 7 effects. I think this is too strong, and I think our mana is going to be good enough to support it. I do love me a Tundra. Scalding Tarn does get the white source for the Dungeoneer, but I'm going to take the Leovold here just to try to combo people out. All right, getting more direction with this draft here. And now I'm going to take Exploration. I'm going to take Exploration here with the 2 draw 7s that we have. I think this just gives us an added level of redundancy just because we know how important Fastbond is in our deck. And this is kind of a Fastbond light. Ketria Triome is nice, and Sakura Tribuilder can be okay. But let's take Exploration here. Ooh, I mean, look, I don't need to look at the rest of the pack here. That's a Tropical Island. I am slamming Tropical Island. Scalding Tarn now gets us blue, green, and white, and black. No, it doesn't get us black, but this is exactly the land that we need for this deck, so very happy about that. 9, 14, 19, 20, 22. Okay. All right. Moment of truth here. Do we take Crucible of Worlds to go with Fastbond and Wasteland in the fetches? Or do we take Craterhoof Behemoth for natural order? We also have Exploration. How many creatures do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to take Crucible. Everybody wants me to take Crucible, right? I hope I'm not the only one. Happy to take Generous End here. And now the Green Sun Zenith tabled. So that's good. I don't really need Primetime in this deck. I'm not entirely sure how good this Green Sun Zenith will be. Oh, Llanowar. Oh, see, that made the Green Sun Zenith way better. Because now we have now if we draw the Ignoble Hierarch, we can still Green Sun Zenith for the Llanowar Elves. So 22, 25 cards. Generous End is a land. So this is 24 cards. This is a really, really nice setup here for a green base deck, splashing blue and black and white. And we have draw 7s, Upheaval, Fastbond, Exploration going, Crucible of Worlds with 2 fetch lands and a wasteland. So a lot of stuff happening here with our deck. Take a Grave Robber for the sideboard if I need some graveyard hate. I don't even know what this does, but I will take it because I don't know what it does. Spells you control can't be countered at the beginning of your end step. Discover 5. Okay. Nurturing Peatland, I could play if I needed black sources. Oh, no. We also have Crucible. Yeah, I'll definitely play it. All right, folks. This is the deck that we have laid out here. I assume all these lands are going to be good. We have the Wasteland. I think we do have Hierarch, Llanowar Elves, Caryatid, Devoted Druid. Although we might not play the Devoted Druid, Lotus, Cobra, Raphellos. So we have a lot of mana. So I think as a result, I probably don't need to play as many lands, but I think we still need to make a couple of cuts here. No, I'm just going to take Raphellos out. I think it's kind of not the easiest to cast. And I think I have Peatland, Vinestock. I think we might, Growth Chamber, Wasteland. I think we just might not have enough forest to support it. So we'll just cut the Raphellos. And let's add lands. I think our mana's so good that maybe I do want to play a swamp. So this gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 black sources from my mana. And then we have Hierarch, Cobra, Carry. I probably don't need to overstress my mana situation, to be honest. Yep, 13 green sources. And then 7 blue sources for this. Seems fine because Upheaval is not something you're casting until later anyways. So blue is not something that we really need early. It's something that we play once we have everything else set up. So infinite green sources. That swamp we can afford to play so we can get the Bowmasters in play early. And then I think we have enough white for the Dungeoneer. So let's give this a whirl. Okay, folks, round 1. Let's see how this goes. We have turn 1 Fastbond. We're keeping. We are definitely keeping. We're going to get a Trop here with the Fastbond. I'm going to sandbag the Wasteland, but I will play Jetmir's Garden. So let's go Trop, Fastbond, Jetmir's Garden, and then pass. We can Green Sun Zenith for a mana creature. Green Sun Zenithing for Raphellos would be nice. Actually, honestly, I just want to draw a land. If I draw a land, I can play Seasoned Dungeoneer, which seems incredible. Okay, so that was a Llanowar Elf. And I can Green Sun Zenith for another mana creature if I want. That gives me access to 5 mana next turn, which seems pretty nice. Of course, Course of Crewfix plus Fastbond is also very nice. But yeah, let's just get our mana situation going here. So let's go Green Sun Zenith for 1. Get the Hierarch, and then play the Llanowar Elves. Now we can even go turn 3 Kogla, perhaps. Okay, Chrome Mox. Deadly Dismember, okay. Blade Splicer. That we're okay with. Hey, if we just draw a land, we're just going to eat this Golem. Oh. Courser of Crewfix is interesting. Courser of Crewfix is definitely interesting. But I think I'm more interested in playing the Dungeoneer this turn and getting a land. And then I'll have a 3/4 to block. Now, if they kill it, I can still block the Golem, but then they can get the initiative back. But then I can attack back for it. Yeah, initiative is interesting in that sense. All right, let's go ahead and play this. And I guess initiative is a reason to play a basic, by the way. All right, let's get a basic. I think we just get a swamp. Do we need? We don't need island. I guess we'll just go get swamp. We'll keep things back. Okay. Now, if they do kill the Dungeoneer, they did play Chrome Mox. So there is a decent chance that they can kill the Dungeoneer. Wow. They also have Mox Sapphire. Okay. This could be problematic. Archangel Elspeth. Okay, so they're going to give something flying. Okay, so they're going to get the initiative back. But then we will also get the initiative back next turn. So that's good. They're getting a land here. But then, let's see. When this attacks, target attacking Cleric or Warrior gains protection from creatures. So that's an elf. Okay, so it can give itself protection. And then we can kill Archangel Elspeth. Hold on. Okay. All right. Well, this is most definitely a situation where we want to take the initiative back. Although this thing is gigantic. Oh my. So this is interesting because I really want to kill Elspeth, but I also want to get the initiative back. Right? But I also really want to use Kogla to kill this token. Now, the Seasoned Dungeoneer will have protection, so I can either get initiative back or give it to them, which will give them 2 counters on something. I mean, can they have the initiative for 1 more turn? Is that okay? Because I'm going to have a Kogla? Maybe that's okay. I mean, they're just getting a Blade Splicer. Excuse me, what am I saying? I'm killing Archangel Elspeth. When it attacks... Yep, okay. So hopefully they don't have a 1-mana removal spell here. That would just be a disaster. But at least they're going to be using it on the Dungeoneer instead of the Kogla. And then the Kogla can successfully fight this Golem token. And then attack and start munching away at the Mox and Chrome Mox on the other side of the battlefield. Okay. Attack. Attack Elspeth. What is the revealed card? Elder Gargaroth. Put the revealed card into the graveyard? No. I would like Gargaroth, thank you very much. So Archangel Elspeth being attacked here. And Elspeth down. And then let's play Kogla here. Fight this. Okay, so great situation for us now. We have a bigger Dungeoneer, a Kogla. We have a Gargaroth on top. Next turn, we're going to be able to attack. So things looking good, although they are doing the initiative thing. Ooh, that's very nice. Oh, because so they want to put counters on the Restoration Angel. That makes a lot of sense. Now, Kogla, when it attacks, I can kill the Golem token, which is nice. But yes, they want to make a flyer. This gains protection from creatures. Target attack. Okay. Yeah, we're still good. They have a 5/6 flyer, which obviously is very good. Sir Ginger. Okay, so that's just an extra block. So do I have a human here? Oh, I do have the Dungeoneer. I can return the Dungeoneer if I really need. I can. So and what is this? Whenever another artifact you control. Interesting. Okay, so I can actually, if I kill the Golem token, then the Sir Ginger becomes a 4/2 trample. And then I have, yeah, I still probably do that. It's fine. This doesn't have trample, right? I don't have a Planeswalker? Okay. Alright, target you. Actually, let's see. Which one of these do I want to actually kill? Yeah, I'll still kill this. Okay. Now remember, I can bounce the Dungeoneer, and that also allows me to get the initiative back. But I might also be okay trading the Kogla for the Angel. Because if I trade the Kogla for the Angel, then I just play Gargadon and I get the initiative back anyways. And I don't really want to bounce the Dungeoneer and give them the initiative here. Although Kogla does seem quite nice here, but my mana situation isn't great. So, oh, they're just chumping. Okay. All right, so which one do I want? I want to put counters on something. Let's go Forge onto. Let's just make this ginormous. Then we can just play Gargadon, and then play the Vinestalk, and we're looking pretty good. Our creature has reach. It's great. All right. Big creatures getting it done. Game 1 down. They are almost mono white, it looks like. I think they want if you're playing Sir Ginger, they're probably mono white with the Dismember. So Wasteland might not be ideal, but hey, look, our mana is good, and they could have Mutavaults, they could have Mishra's Factories, they could have Karakas. So I will still keep the Wasteland in. And then figure out what we want to sideboard in this matchup. So they are a creature-based strategy. Pylon is probably good. They're going to have some really good top-end threats. I'm not too interested in the Tough Cookie, probably a little too weak. But I think we can afford to play Pylon. The question is, what do we want to cut? What do we want to cut? Crucible? Is Crucible bad here? I think with the fetches and the exploration and Fastbond, I think it's still probably good enough. Against the creature strategy, I probably can cut Sylvan Library, just because we don't really want to be taking a bunch of damage. So we'll do that. And I still kind of like Upheaval with Exploration Fastbond. So we'll try this. Black Lotus, Black Lotus, Black Lotus. Well, this is a nice hand, but it's lacking mana. So got a mulligan. Oh, man. This hand is awesome. I don't know what to bottom, though. Oh, I want all the lands. Is it Courser or is it Timetwister? Because I can go... Oh, geez, what do I do here? I can go turn 1 Lotus Cobra. I can go turn 1 Lotus Cobra, turn 2 Fastbond Land Twister. Okay. This is so odd, but I'm going to bottom the Courser here. I think the Twister is going to be far better as long as they don't kill Lotus Cobra. Oh my god. Wait, can we do it turn 1? What if we go Fastbond? Lotus Cobra? 1, 2, yes, we can. So we go Mox Emerald. If they had Mana Tide, they would have Mana Tide that. I guess it doesn't really matter with our first set of lands. We'll go Fastbond. We'll play Forest. We'll play Lotus Cobra. Play Scalding Tarn. Oh my goodness. Blue? Sack this. Dismember. Oh, what a jerk! Dang. Okay. Well, we certainly get a blue source. Let's get a basic island here. So nothing too bad happens to us. Okay. They had the Dismember! I don't know. I still think this is incredible, so we're good. Alright, yeah, we're just Timetwistering here. With Fastbond in play. Let's go. Okay. This could have been better. Let's play Triome. I'm just gonna get all mana creatures, I think. So we can Green Sun Zenith for 1 here. And get Trop. Because I want to just cast Sail into the West with even more mana. And then I also have Kogla to cast. Yeah, this is awesome. Alright, Ignoble Hierarch. Fastbond, ladies and gentlemen! Oh, there's a reason why it's one of the best green cards. Oh my gosh. This is wild. The Bunnycorn. Alright. I mean, I guess I could just play out my hand. My hand is awesome. So no reason not to, right? So I can just go Kogla. What do I kill? Probably Giver of Runes. Then we'll just play Exploration 2, why not? Alright. Then we have Gargaroth. Next turn we can even go... We can go Gargaroth Pylon if they play a super awesome creature. Although, I doubt it's going to be better than a 7/6, but we'll see. Archangel Elspeth. Okay. Are they just making a token to chump with? Nope. It's a gigantic Bunnycorn. Alright. Gigantic flying Bunnycorn. Okay, what can we do? We can... Does this turn this into an artifact? No, it's an angel. There's a lot of different ways to go about this. We're at 10 life, so that's something to be mindful of. I can't... I can eat Wall of Omens, but that seems underwhelming. I'm at 10. I'm kind of afraid of this Bunnycorn. But I guess if I can just play a bunch of things to make that not be the case. The Bunnycorn will become a 3/3, or I can just kill the Bunnycorn. I could also do that. But I really want to play Gargaroth. I don't have to play... Gargaroth just seems like such a high impact play. Alright, let's play Gargaroth. And then... Let's just pass and see what they do with the Archangel. Because I have the Gargaroth in play. Because I think next turn I can just kill and attack the Archangel Elspeth. Soldier, that doesn't matter to us. I guess if they play one more permanent... Metamorph. What are they going to copy? Kogla, I guess? That's really good. Okay, so that was a really great turn from the opponent. They're probably going to fight Gargaroth. Okay. So now the question is, do I kill the Kogla, or do I let this fight resolve and just and then I just kill the Bunnycorn? I think I let that resolve and I killed Bunnycorn. Because I'm at 10 life. Okay. Ooh, Bowmasters. Let's put that into the graveyard. I do think I want the Bowmasters. All right. Bowmasters into Sail into the West is really nice. But also just attacking with Kogla at this point, also very nice. So they have to make the decision on what to do with the Archangel Elspeth this turn. They can just make a 1/1, which does make just a bunch of chumpers, which is not bad. And Kogla certainly going to be getting in here. Attack Elspeth. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Do I want to play the Sentinel here? No, I think I'm going to go Bowmasters into Sail into the West end of turn. We'll just do that. If they give the Soldier token wings, then we can just ping it with the Bowmasters. I mean, I guess I could have played Sail to the West this turn, but I am at 10 life. So. Okay. So we can just play the Bowmasters here. What do we want to block? We can just take 2. Let's just shoot the Soldier token. Then we'll take 2. And we have Sail into the West set up here. Do want to cast it. Hero of Bladehold. Okay. I imagine they're going to want to draw cards. They have 1 card left in hand. They have to figure out what to do with Archangel Elspeth. Okay. All right. Here we go. Embark. And we're going to get a lot of triggers, and we can just basically destroy the entire board here if they want to draw 7 cards. And we're the first ones to be able to actually use the cards off the Sail. So this is going to be really, really good for us. Unless the last card in hand is a Swords to Plowshares type effect, but I think they would have used that on Kogla. Okay, so they chose not to draw 7, which is also fine. That is also a totally fine thing. All right. Let's attack. Archangel Elspeth. Now they can give this flying, but the nice part here is the fact that so we can go Lotus Cobra, Wood of Foothills, add green, whatever, let's just play everything. Forest, add green, cast. Add green. Isika's Chariot. And then again, this has flying. So they would need to find a way to block that. They can give this +2/+2. We're at 5. So let's go ahead and also play Court of Garenbrig for the Monarch. Right. We have a reach creature. They didn't have a removal spell before. We can block this. We can totally block this. Okay. Tokens are attacking. Battle Cry. Crew. Done. Block. 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 We can gain some life. We can also just start attacking for a ton. And we have the Monarch too, right? So yeah, this just gets infinite count. Yeah, I mean, this is just getting out of hand. Okay. Crucible of Worlds does not do much. We do have a Vinestalk in the graveyard, but I'm just gonna cast all my stuff. Let's go ahead and crew. So I want to have 2 creatures attack Elspeth. This is going to attack them. This is going to stay back. This is going to attack them. This is going to attack Elspeth. This will also attack Elspeth. This will attack them. This will copy a cat token. So we can go up to 9. We're going to draw a card. We can also play Crucible. Yeah, I'm going to play Crucible of Worlds here. I don't think I need to play this as Seasoned Dungeoneer. I do want to keep up mana. Okay, so that's a Restoration Angel, sure. They're getting a little bit of value, but we're going to be at high enough life total here where it doesn't matter. And then we'll just play Restless Vinestalk. White, and then... yeah. Oh! Holy cow. Are we dead? We have 3 blockers. Oh my gosh, did we just die? Wow. I think we died. That's incredible. Oh my gosh. That's wild. I guess I could have gotten another... no, I couldn't have gotten another creature. Wow, that's crazy. Alright. I am shocked I lost. Yeah, that was completely my fault. The board was so complicated, and I was so concerned about trying to finish them off that I went a little bit too aggressive with my attack. I probably should have kept a couple of creatures back. Intrepid Adversary got us really good there. There was just so much going on. I wanted to kill the Elspeth, but again, that's completely on me. And yeah, that one was really tough. And we had such an ideal start too. That one feels bad, and I threw that one away. All right, what do we have here? We are keeping. I don't even know what to do, though, with this Black Lotus. Is it Courser or Sentinel? It's such an underwhelming Black Lotus, but it still puts pressure on the opponent, and Sentinel can get you some value. There's also Timetwister, but that doesn't seem strong enough here. So I think it's just... Oh, I think it's just turn 1 Sentinel and use the map on the Sentinel. All right, hitting that land was big. In turn 1, 3, 4, certainly good. He has the Dismember, though. That's really unfortunate. Him having the Dismember is really, really unfortunate. But at least, yeah, Stoneforge Mystic, okay. What did they get? Cauldron Complete? Okay, so I think this is just a Timetwister from us. They might even have like a Mox here, so yeah, I think we just Timetwister. And can't play anything, so we pass. All right, we have Upheaval, which is nice. We also have the Seeker's Chariot, which is pretty good. They drew Mox Sapphire. White Plume Adventurer, so a nice initiative card there for them. All right, we're gonna go Seeker's Chariot Triumph probably here. Oh, that's also interesting. I can just I think I'm not upheavaling yet, so let's just go Chariot. I think it's just really good on this board. We really want to try to get the initiative back, and I think this gives us the best chance of doing so. 5/5. It's so big. Oh man, feels so bad to throw away a game like that. Feels very bad. Okay, Scholar. Flicker Wisp on a token. Okay, all right. We're going to have to Upheaval soon. Oh no, on Stoneforge Mystic, sure. Okay. So Cauldron Complete, does it have haste? Oh my gosh. They can block with both of these creatures. I really don't want to... Oh, I can't even cast Upheaval this turn. What am I saying? I can attack to try to get initiative back, but they might just take it. Oh, man. It's okay. Ooh, Kogla. That's interesting. Oh, I like that one. Oh, did they untap this creature? It doesn't have trample. I think we're just on the try to survive. We're on the try to survive and cast Upheaval plan. So I think we need to play the Caryatid and just try to weather the storm here. Don't have a good attack. And yeah, we might be dead here. We're going to take 5. Go to 7. Flicker Wisp deals 3. We go to 4. Okay, we're at 7. We need like an exploration or something off the top here. Okay. Yeah, I think we died. Oh, that's really unfortunate. This has haste and they give it wings. Yeah. Yep. All right. GG's. GG's, Twinless Twin. You played better than I did. I deserve to lose. All right, folks. Let's rally back here. That one was a really bad loss, and I still feel bad about it. But that is part of the game. It's all good. Let's learn and move on. Let's play the exploration, and we'll just pass here. Need a little bit of help. Oh, he's blue-green passing to us, and we were blue-green? We are the fools. Lotus Cobra. Land. Tap for blue. Mox. And let's just cycle this. And no need to play that land with the Lotus Cobra in play. We need to find action. We have a lot in our deck to take advantage of this Lotus. Draw 7s would be great. There's a talisman here. Something big. We need something big. Okay. I mean, I'll take it. It's a card. It is most certainly a card. Play Leovold and attack. We're just setting up for the draw 7 here, folks. Leovold into the draw 7. Don't mind if I do. Can't think of any instant speed cards that they could have here. Dismember is already gone. All right, let's get some action here. I'll take Green Sun Zenith. What can I Green Sun Zenith for? Oh no. Is this a portal? Triplicate Titans, okay. That's going to be tough. Oh! That is a card, folks. But I think I need to use... I need the Lotus to be able to do it. But I think it's worth it. I mean, there's a Triplicate Titans in play. So let's go for it here. Green. Evil. Let me think. Sure. So we can play Mox. We can play Exploration. We can play Lotus Cobra. We can play Tropical Island. Tap for black. And then we can play Forest. Tap for blue. All right. The game has been reset, folks. The game has been reset. Thank you, Black Lotus. We still need a little bit more action, but we obviously have a very good board state here. And we got the Triplicate Titans off the battlefield. So, Upheaval. A+. Oh, with the Leovold. Oh my gosh. That's ridiculous. He is not going to be happy about this one, folks. Let's go. Okay, blue. I guess white? Because we can play Dungeoneer? Oh my gosh, this should just be game, right? Unless he has Force. Yeah, I mean, he's going to scoop here. Fastbond? Oh, you still want to go? Okay. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. Yup. We are having all the fun. We are having all the fun. Look, Alpha Frog knows that this is for the content. He knows. He's a gamer. He understands. He's letting me do my thing. And we all appreciate for doing it, sir. I am the Monarch. I have this. And yeah, it's your turn. Woo! How will Paul throw this game away? Bowmaster's you. Sure. That was insane! Upheaval into Timetwister with that draw? Holy cow. One thing to note, by the way, though, is that he's playing blue-green. And remember, he passed us the Mox. So given that he's blue-green and he passed us the Mox, I do think that there's a pretty decent chance that he's on Time Walk. And we can't really do a whole lot to Time Walk, but here we are. I kind of like my current setup against him, so let's just run it back. Actually, it looks like he had an Oko, so let's just bring this in, I guess, and take out maybe a mana creature. Actually, no, I like the mana. Let's just take out Sentinel. I think Sentinel might be a little bit too mid-rangey for this matchup. I think I probably want to go over the top. So I'd rather have my bigger threats here. And I want to play the Devoted Druid to allow me to get to the top end of my curve. So we'll try this instead. So after looking at the previous deck, the card that I believe Alpha Frog took was the card that he took was, oh my gosh, my brain, Mana Crypt over Mox Sapphire, which makes a lot of sense. So this hand is pretty loaded. We can go Exploration into Ignoble Hierarch. We mulliganed. Oh, and we have the setup here, folks. Exploration, Wooded Foothills. Let's go blue-green into Ignoble Hierarch. All right. It's a good start. Good start. Smuggler's Copter. Oh my gosh. This is going to be dirty, folks. So we can play the land for turn. We can go Leovold into Timetwister. Blue, green, black. Let's play Lotus. Let's play Leovold. Oh my gosh. That is so ridiculous. That is so ridiculous. Yeah. I'm sorry, Gavin. I'm so sorry. Okay. Let's play our tap land, and yeah, he's got nothing. He's got nothing. And we just had just the absolute best possible draw. I mean, that's all there is to it. Best possible draws. Sometimes you draw like a king, and that is exactly what we did. We even have Upheaval here, but I don't think we're going to need it. Oh my gosh. All right, let's play the library here, because we're kind of out of gas. And then we can attack with the Leovold. Hit for 4. They can't even crack this. They can't even loot. We can take some damage here too, probably. Ooh, that's good. All right, we have the Gargaroth as a play. Let's use the ability. I guess we don't really need to do all of this just yet, so we'll just... I'll just keep both. All right, let's play Gargaroth. Play this. Play Do I want to take a damage? Sure. Caryatid. Elf. Crew. Copycat. All right. I hope there is not a 10 damage burn spell, but if we lose, we deserve to, if that's what ends up happening. End of turn, crack Mindstone, untap, draw something. All right, well, 1-1. We stabilize. We can now forget about that first match, which I absolutely threw away. Game 2, absolutely threw it away. But man, that was awesome. Round 3, let's do this. Okay, round 3 against a very formidable opponent in the Jujubin. Let's hope we get something nice. This looks pretty nice. Jujubin is on a multicolor value deck, as he normally tends to draft. And he's got Force of Negation and Spell Pierce, so those are the interactive spells that we need to be mindful of. And this pause makes me think that he might already have the Force of Negation in hand. Probably asking, is Exploration good in Paul's deck? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay, it resolves. Let's play the Restless Vinestalk. Although that delay does make me concerned that he might have Force of Negation. Oh, geez. Turn 1 Ragavan. Did not know about that one. Okay, so that's tough. Creature? Sylvan Library. Okay, we will play the Forest to play around Days. And then we can play the Garden afterwards. We also have Generous Scent, which we might want to cycle, but it depends. I almost want to potentially play it here with that Sylvan Library. They could have Force of Negation. I am really concerned about that. So it's possible I just keep the Ent in my hand. Let's see what they hit with this. Oh my gosh, do they have a green source? Oh no! Oh, that's ridiculous. Turn 1 Ragavan. They got the Forest. Oh my gosh, that's insane. Jeez. Okay, so this is going to become a 4-3. So yeah, I think I'm on the 4-3. Is that correct? 4-3? Yeah. Oh, but I can get the Monarch back. So I can draw a card for a turn by attacking with the Vines. No, I'm a mana short. Jeez, okay. Let me think. All right, we're just on the try to find a couple lands here off to Sylvan. Okay. Okay, none of those were good. Let's put this on top. So they have 7 cards in hand. I can attempt to go for Fastbond Twister. And if it gets countered, it gets countered. Yeah, let's try that. Okay, so let's land cycle here. Actually, let's play Fastbond. See if he counters this. Okay. Let's get drop. Let's play Twister. Yep. Yeah, this is going to be super rough. I mean, we have Sail into the West, but Ragavan is... Oh, it's a 6/5, of course. Yeah, Ragavan... Turn 1 Ragavan, turn 2 Court of Garrenbrink. Come on. Okay, so we need to, like, Upheaval here, maybe? Yeah, that's not going to do it. On top. On top. Let's play a land. And let's play Sail here. Bark. All right, draw 7 cards. I mean, we have lots of mana, but do we have an actual way to kill Ragavan? That's my question. We do not. We have 2 mana available to us. We can play a Bowmasters, but we can't get a Black Source here with the Tarn. Yeah, this is super unlikely to pan out for us. I'm just going to play the Elf. And then if they have 5 cards... Oh, they like the cards in their hand. That's even worse. Yeah, because I'm going to try to block the Ragavan, but I won't be able to. Oh no, the Triumph I have is... Well, no, I think... how many Triumphs do I have? 2? 3? It's a 14-13 Ragavan. It's bigger than Blightsteel Colossus, and it's turn 4. All right, GG's. Do we have something for the Ragavan? I mean, there's a Pylon, but I'm not entirely sure I need that. They have a Balance in their deck, which is quite good. No. I actually don't mind my deck the way that it is. Yeah. I think we just have a nice mix of ramp into some number of heavy, high-end stuff. Play first. Keep. Okay. Let's try this again. Hey, we can block the Ragavan this time. We have a creature, all right? Oh my gosh. Courser is nice with Exploration. I would like to draw another untapped land, so this Wooded Foothills does something. There's also Court of Garenbrig that I can just run out. But I think I favor just having a Courser in play. I don't want them to dash in a Ragavan and get it back. So let's get Forest and play Courser. And if there's a land on top, that would be nice. There's not. Okay. Simic Growth Chamber would be super cool. Or just a bunch of lands off the top. Crucible of Worlds, if we draw that. But now with the Courser in play, I am, of course, more interested in playing the Court of Garenbrig here. Jace, okay. Not too much of a concern here. All right, so that is a Bowmasters. I'm going to go ahead and play the Court of Garenbrig here. And I'm actually going to keep the Courser back because he has Ragavan. And I just want to play the Court of Garenbrig so I can just cycle through my deck. Orcish Bowmasters, if I can get it online, should be very nice against Jace. Ooh, Dak Faden. Okay. Knight of... Oh, that's very good. That is very, very good. Okay. So I don't have a creature in play for the Court of Garenbrig here, sadly. Nothing. No targets. Please and thank you. And... our mana situation is a little bit awkward here, but I think I'm going to play Sylvan Caryatid as it has hexproof. And it gives us the black mana for the Bowmasters, so let's go with that. Okay. It should be pretty tough for them to be able to deal with this Caryatid. And then lots of possibilities next turn. Can I respond to Court of Garenbrig? Can I? I don't think so. I don't think I can play the Bowmasters here. But honestly, having just a giant Hexproof. Caryatid doesn't seem bad. Oh, they're going to get it back. Okay, I see. Yeah, no, that's really good. All right, well, we'll block Ragavan, and they will get the Monarch back. We don't have any haste creatures, sadly. But it's okay. Yeah, I have to target my Caryatid. Okay. Need some mana. Okay, there's some mana. Bowmaster seems quite nice as something to play. And then I can also play Devoted Druid, or I can Green Sun Zenith for, I don't know, a Lotus Cobra. That doesn't seem much better than playing a Devoted Druid. I can also run out Elder Gargaroth, but that leaves me super vulnerable. Just playing a naked Gargaroth here doesn't seem great. I can play the Bowmasters, but I think I want to wait on that too. So let's just go ahead and play the Devoted Druid here. I could also Green Sun Zenith for 4 and get Questing Druid into play. Would that be good? That leaves me super vulnerable to Spell Pierce, so probably not. So let's go ahead and play Devoted Druid. And I will just pass. I want to keep this up. I know they have a Jason play, but he also has a good amount of removal. So I can Bowmasters in response to Jace, or just Bowmasters end of turn. But I don't want to tap down my Sylvan Caryatid and leave my board vulnerable. So yeah, I'm happy enough going Bowmasters. Also, if I Court of Garenbrig my Devoted Druid, that is a lot of mana, right? That's like 2 extra mana. We just have to be mindful of their counters. And they have Force of Negation and Spell Pierce, but I didn't see hard counters for the big creatures. So I think they will be pretty nice here. We know they have Ragavan. Okay, this is something pretty big. Prismatic Ending on Court of Garenbrig. Yeah, that is good. Okay. Interesting. Oh, jeez. So they have a Ragavan that they can dash in. I can try to kill the Jason response here. It's just so tempting, right? But I feel like I'm getting baited. But he doesn't have a counter. If he just kills the Bowmaster, that's okay. I still have a 1/1. But I think I just need to at least make the attempt to kill the Jace here. Oh, that doesn't exactly work, does it? No, that doesn't work. Because I deal 1 damage to Jace, and then... Okay, that doesn't actually work. I deal 1 damage to Jace, and then they draw the card. The trigger goes on the stack. Okay, yeah, it doesn't work. But I do get an extra ping, so let's just go ahead and kill the Knight of Autumn. And we get a 2/2 here, so it's still... Yeah, so my Bowmasters goes on the stack, but I won't be able to target the Jace. I don't believe. So I can now shoot the Jace for 1. All right. And they have Chain Lightning for Bowmasters. Sure. Nope. And then they also have Ragavan here that they can play. Although I am into just Kogling the Ragavan. And then attacking them. Although they can shrink my army token. Darn. Okay. Because I really want to get the Monarch back. Oh. I mean, I hope they don't have Force of Negation. But Green Sun Zenith for Questing Beast seems awesome here, right? Green. Okay, they just have Oust. Do I want to draw this? I don't think so. I think I have all the mana I need. Actually, I want to gain the 3 life because I'm going to Green Sun Zenith for 4 here, right? Yeah, let's just gain the life. Yeah, okay. I get the Monarch back too. We get the Monarch back. We get Jace down to 1. Very good for us. Ooh, Wasteland, also very good in this matchup. Alright, so he's got Ragavan and stuff. Fractured Identity. Oh, man! So much back and forth. Okay. Then they get to shrink this. They can play Ragavan. Whew! Okay. They're not playing Ragavan. And we drew Green Sun Zenith again. But I don't think we have any more good targets. Alright, let's just play Gargaroth here. I'll keep the Wasteland up, but because I have the Kogla, I don't really want to use this just yet. But it might be something that I need to do. If they attack with the Questing Beast, I will trade and make a 3/3. That's a Ragavan, sure. My creature has Trample, which is very nice. Okay. Elder Gargaroth 4/6. Great game here. Great back and forth between me and Juju Bean here. Some good old-fashioned mid-range back and forth. Land actually wouldn't be the worst here. Okay, yeah. Let's play Kogla. Whoa, they had Reprieve. That's unfortunate. Okay. Let's see. They have a spell to cast from the graveyard. I guess I want to attack Jace because they can just Fractured Identity. Oh man, this is really rough. That Reprieve was really good. Let's make a 3/3. So what are they going to Fractured Identity? At least my Gargaroth is gone, so I don't have to worry about that. Yeah, hopefully they are out of counters, and this Kogla can go to town. We can Kogla the... This is assuming they have nothing, but of course we Juju Bean can just use Jace to... whatever, cast Chain Lightning to kill a Beast token if he wants. I do have Restless Vinestock. It might be getting close to the point where I should be using that just to get the Monarch back. Okay, Beast token is now a 1/3. I mean, if he activates a Colonnade, then that's a good opportunity for me to go ahead and Wasteland it. Talisman, okay. Alright. The Monarch is just drawing him so many cards too. Alright, Kogla. Resolve! Yes, monkey down. And we need to have this not get fractured loyalty. Do I have something to bounce? No, I don't. Alright, so this will attack Jace, and this will attack them. This puts Jace down to 2. This puts them down to 3. Or this gets the Monarch back. And the important thing is... The thing is, if they kill the 2-2, I can't stop the Jace from getting back Fractured Loyalty anyways. Alright, I guess we kill the Bivouac. Alright. And we now have the Monarch back. They can of course get it back with their Colonnade, but we at least have a much better board position now. And we have this Restless Vinestock, he's at 14. Dungeoneer is also nice, we can cast it with the Sylvan Caryatid. Not too interested in Sail into the West at this point. But if they're going to go activate Colonnade, then I think I'm in a really good spot. Also, having the Seasoned Dungeoneer in play makes it so that I can keep picking it up. I can pick it up and replay it to give myself initiative a bunch. I can kill the Talisman if Kogla attacks. They're looking for answers here. Crazy, crazy game. Do you have an answer for Kogla? 10, 12. What do you have? Remember, I have the Restless Vinestock too. Fiery Confluence. 1 damage to each creature 3 times. Okay, so all 3 of these creatures are dying. Or these two creatures are dying. Okay. Okay, so this has been shrunk. Okay. All right. So I want to kill Jace and I want to get the Monarch back. Simple enough. I'm at 12. Upheaval is also really interesting in this spot. What if I just Upheaval? Maybe that's better. If I Upheaval, he could have Force of Negation, which would be pretty bad. But what if I attack them? What if I attack them and try to cast Upheaval? Doesn't that seem pretty good? Alternatively, I can just go with the creature plan, which also seems really good. That's probably the safer plan. So let's just do that. Okay, so this will attack. When this attacks, okay, this will attack Jace, this will attack them. We'll kill this. This can target this. Okay. So we're kind of like wiping out the board and getting the Monarch back. We can't get our Kogla Fractured Loyalty. And we're drawing a card for the turn. Okay. And if their best play is just to Colonnade me, then I think that's good for us. We'll see how this goes. Portable Hole on my Mox probably. Okay. Hey, can I not kill that? I can kill that with my Kogla. Balance. Oh my. Okay. That's really interesting. What do I keep? I think... So now Upheaval is looking less interesting. They're going to keep these 5 lands. Well, the thing is, hold on. I can still go forest. I can go forest, upheaval. I can go forest, upheaval. Then my Mox comes back. Then I play exploration. And that's still really good for me. So I'm going to keep... Yeah, because I don't even have white mana for this. Yeah, let's keep the upheaval. All right. Okay. Oh, I don't have a land. What am I doing? It's okay. Well, I have the Monarch. I think this still give... Oh, no, never mind. They had this. Okay. Well, what was the other option, though? I had a Green Sun Zenith, a Sail into the West, and a Caryatid. Yeah, I think our best line was to just hope there. But now we are in trouble because I couldn't play the Seasoned Dungeoneer. And I could have played Green Sun Zenith for a mana creature, but that was it. That was a really good balance. Okay. We're not out of the woods yet, but it's definitely looking bad. All right, so they're going to get us down with the Colonnade here, and they're drawing a bunch of cards. All right, we need to find a land here off the library and hope they don't have a Force of Negation. Yes. I hope I have an untapped land to get here. Oh, I don't think I do. Oh, that's really unfortunate. I don't think I do. We'll see. No! Jetmir's Garden! What a game. Well played, Juju Bean. Well played. We are dead. Yeah, that was an extremely well played game on his part. Oh, yeah. GG's. All right, well, unfortunately, went 1 and 2. I thought we had a pretty good deck. But I think we played pretty poorly overall. But all in all, I think we did a pretty good job. We had a really awesome Fastbond deck with the draw 7s. We got to do everything that we wanted against Alpha Frog, but sadly was not able to get it done against the other opponents. So 1 and 2 with some really, really great opposition. We'll get them next time. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Feel free to hit the like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. I'll catch you tomorrow.